I'm Nicole Douglas from nine.com.au and I'm here with the legend himself, the man that we've all been talking about for absolutely months. You've taken over my life, guys.
How are you?
Great.
Thanks for having me, I appreciate it.
What is one question that no one has asked you on this mass press tour that you've been on?
How am I feeling? No one's actually asked me how I'm feeling. It's always just like, what about this? What about Jackie? What about the court? What about the new show? What about the ARN? But I feel like I've just asked myself that. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good actually. I'm excited. I feel like re-energized about this whole thing. I think maybe if I didn't come up with this new plan to put this new show together, I'd be a bit lost. But yeah, you don't really have time to get, oh, would you pull it? I'm going to do a Barnaby. Shut the f up! You see what sort of terrifying boss I am by the lack of any response. So much for being the bully. I've got no bully powers. No, we're just recording here. Just, you know how it is, recording.
I wanted to know what the feeling was like when you were all sat in a room waiting. It went live. Subscribers were going to be pouring in. Yes. How did it feel? Were you scared?
But we knew it was going to take. We didn't realise it would take early. So about 2 or 3 weeks prior, we haven't even started the show until next week, and we're already into the tens of thousands. So there's plenty of money in the bank. There's like, I can afford to keep it running for 3 years based on what it's made already. I'm really not expecting the main subscription wave to come in until the day of, really, or the night before. And then the next bit is building the show. And they're out there now making a hell of a ruckus. But it will be a reflection of the last 24 hours of the news cycle all around the world. I'm more about what's going on in the world news, rather than what the local member for Canterbury has put out on a press release that day. To me, that means nothing. And
I love that when we walked in here today, the team are already absolutely busy at work.
Oh, and the place is like a bomb that's gone on. We've got artists painting walls with gold flecks. We've got 3 or 4 electricians in here. We've got our own technical guy. Everyone sort of knows what to expect from everyone, and it's a good feeling.
Was there ever like a contingency plan? If it didn't work
Yes,
out?
I was going to have to start my own bikie gang and start because I didn't know how to earn the same money unless I was a life of crime. The contingency plan was, do I have another 10 years in me which I do feel that I've got plenty more to say and I'm happy to work, I want to work, I like working. Or do I just sort of step back and retire early and do that sort of thing? But my wife said, oh, you know, like, if you want to go and talk about how wonderful Trump is, you need to go and make a platform to talk about it, because just talking about Trump all day at home, that wasn't going down that well. She's not as big a fan of Trump as I am, the wife.
You're basically going to be going up against Kiss FM and their new breakfast show, which so far we don't know who's going to host it. I just wondered, there's been a lot of names that have been thrown around as to who might host it. Has any of them surprised you? And is there anyone you think...
Who's been thrown up?
Well, they've had like guest hosts.
None of those people are... Any of the guest hosts they had, we would never have had in the past as a guest, even as let alone a guest host. My friend Chris Fade, who is like the breakfast equivalent of me in Dubai, he rang and said, bro, they want me to do this thing. I said, take it. And he's like, no, I'm not, there's no way I'm doing it. I said, don't do it out of loyalty to me. Take the job, like it's good money. They don't want me. You're not doing me any favors like walking away from the money. But Chris is going to come on my show in this first week and tell us all what happened about those negotiations and why he decided to stay in Dubai, because he's got other businesses and he's got like a fitness range and chips and all sorts of things going on in Dubai.
I've heard that Kiss FM are actually doing something on August 10th.
Oh, I know, it's pathetic, I've been told. They're doing the you-getter, which I invented. And it was strange because I was driving in this morning, I was listening to Kiss, and I heard like a Justin Bieber thing where he goes, oh, I love talking to you guys. But they chopped out the Kyle and Jackie bit, and I thought, oh, he's talking to us. Oh, how embarrassing. You're still using all that shit, but I'd use it. When we used to do the you-getter, I would keep it very valuable, like everyone got a car. They're doing the everyone that gets on air gets $1,000. Now that will be 17 people throughout the whole show. I know how they work. So they're giving away $17,000. That's fine, because on the first day we're giving away a $10,000 tennis bracelet. We've got cars to give away. And only 2% of listeners buy into contests. They can't just lay down and die. They've got to do something. So I don't really, it's not going to really do anything to our people. No one cares about that station anymore. It's dying in the arse.
Do you reckon your new show will be better than Ben Fordham's?
Me dead. No show that I'm doing currently is better than Ben Fordham's. And when you look at Ben Fordham, radio, they do this percentage share thing. TV don't. Newspapers don't. Like, how many people are watching The Voice? X amount of million, not such and such a percent. So when you look at Ben Fordham's percentages of like 16 or 17%, it's only about 230,000 people. Where over on KISS, we might have been an 11%, but 900,000 people. So really, who's the real winner? These fake percentages or the amount of actual people? But Ben Fordham he never has been a competitor, even in radio. And you'll look in the newspapers and they'll say, Ben Fordham's the leader. But no one's buying any ads on that. Like, what do you got? Simplicity Funerals or Bear Funerals, or that's all you've got. Like, the FM station is where all the money were. So there was never really any competition. And that's why he's all been out of shape. Like, Ben, he's a nice enough guy, but Ben was unfortunately one of those fake friends that was always show up to the birthday party and be on the phone and, oh, can you help me out? But I was very disappointed to hear Ben doing the old, whoa, who's ever going to be worth $200 million? I was never going to. And I thought, what an hole you turned out to be. You're a fake. And I've been warned by others before, don't trust this bloke, he's a fraud and he's a phony. But I always take people for what I experience. And he was one of the people that tricked me. Show up to a boat party, oh, g'day mate, but here's a little behind your back. Ben's always going to be earning his 1.5 million. And he has even himself said that he doesn't see himself being a broadcaster for long. So he sees the writing on the wall. Anyone can go onto 2GB and get the same ratings that Alan did. You could put a monkey on there banging tambourines and it'd still pull the same figures. Alan, Ben Fordham, a monkey, they're all the same.
It's been another big week for you as well, because you also announced that you're not going to be on Australian Idol anymore.
Yes, well, I had a chat with the Channel 7 exec, and because like I'm on a different deal than Amy and Marsha, so they sign up year to year and they get paid while the show's on. Where I was on a network deal, so I just get paid monthly, shows on or off, so it's same money every month. They had problems last year with that activist group as well, like bombarding the clients, and the clients stuck by it, but they were having the same problem again this year, and there was threats, and this little activist group, they're within their right to say what they want.
Was there any other reason behind the decision to leave, or was it purely based on that? Did you ever think you were pretty done with the show, or were you?
To be very honest, before I got fired from the radio, I was like, it's a lot to do to give 100% to both. And Idol can be very long hours, and sometimes I'd get sick, usually because I'm a big fat, smoking whale who eats twisties and lollies. My wife actually said, do you think you should be taking on both? They're both enormous jobs and they both require a lot of thought and attention, and I need to be well to do both. And over the years, like there's been times where I was sick that day or not here that day, sick for 3 days on Idol, because like when you film one day, that might turn into 3. So I was thinking, maybe I should give this away, but it's a joy working with Marsha and Amy. Like, I like those girls. She's a very good friend, and we didn't start off that good back, 20 years ago. I don't think she liked me at all, but her and I have become very close. She rang nearly every second day since I've been terminated. I've done a lot of these shows with different people, and someone else will take that spot, and good luck to them. It's not really that big a deal to me.
You've got the docu-series now,
yes.
Which
have you watched
has been
that?
Great. I have, yeah. It's done really well.
Did you notice how much weight I'd lost since the 60 Minutes interview? My brother says to me, bro, you were fat on 60 Minutes. I'm like, thanks, mate. Thanks for your support, bro.
I did, because there's a little bit on the app where it says that there's another, like, behind the scenes sort of show coming.
We've had such a good response to that thing that we're probably going to continue, like The Office, but it'll be just called The Show. So it'll be a weekly thing that comes out once we actually start the show. And the good thing about our show too, people used to say, they'd go to work and they'd sit in the car and they'd wait and they'd be like, shit, hurry up because I've started Office. You can pause us like Netflix and then pick it up where you left off. So there's none of this just missing out on the radio, or you can rewind and start at the beginning. There's still 20 hours of this app that's available, and I intend to fill that up with either television programs or radio programs that people have missed that are currently no longer on the airwaves for one reason or another.
I did just want to ask, because this has been a wild ride. Yeah. Is there anybody that you've trusted as much as you've trusted your own family throughout this process? My
mates, John and Simon, they're always there for a laugh, and obviously to help out with money, but I didn't need to borrow. You don't want to borrow money off these people anyway.
And you always seem to have a myriad of side ventures alongside your radio gig as well. What is going on with that now?
Got an alcohol company, a coconut water business. I'm a very bad board member. Like I'll show up 2 or 3 times a year and share portfolios and some properties. They're just things that I've collected and sort of bought into over time. Nest egg stuff. Lucky, because if I'd have just kept all the radio money, I'd be up Schitt's Creek right now. Yeah, I'd be down myself out in the cross. Let me tell you, it's not top dollar for this either. It's rock bottom price.